Hello everybody, Dorian Rogozenco and I myself will try to talk about chess related things, how you can improve your chess with most of the ChessBase tools. And right now, a very significant chess thing in the world of chess is the cloud engine. You've heard about it, right?
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Now, quick question, how often are you using a cloud engine?
As an active player, I used it almost always, all the time. As a trainer, I don't use it that often,
Okay.
but I still, from some moments, critical moments, I use it. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is generally what I heard about the grand masters of chess also talking about. They cannot exist without a cloud engine. But this is why we're having this show here. We want to teach you how to use a cloud engine, what the cloud engine is about, and how to apply it to your chess advantage. Like a very stupid question for the very beginning, what actually is a cloud engine? Because some people might actually not know.
Well, first of all, engine is a tool which analyzes positions, which shows variations and calculates very fast. Cloud engines, it's this tool which is not on your computer, but it's on a server somewhere, and you can use this server to have a more powerful engine. So cloud engine, I access that server and I access a very powerful engine, which I would hardly have on my own.
Did you know that ChessBase has a remote engine tool at the moment?
Yes, this is something relatively new, and I've heard about it, of course.
And I know about it, of course. And this is what I will teach you and you at home in a couple of minutes. Let's take a look. So first things first, in order to use the remote engine, you have to go to the website and download it. It's super easy. It's remoteengine.chessbase.com. You see it in the link, of course. And then you just download the client. And here is everything. Oh, that's me. About the remote engine. Now, once it is installed, you can just open a board on ChessBase. And if you go to the Let's Check, it will take your usual Fritz engine, which you want to use. I will put us up here for a second so we can also access the engines down here. Now, this is all the engines we're using. There's Stockfish. I didn't update it in a while, but of course, we have the remote engine. So if we click on OK, it will start in a separate window, and this looks like scary. What to do. And by the way, it is good to scroll it up because here we can see the different engines we want to use. There's Fritz 20, of course, it's ChessBase, that's Lila, LCO, and Stockfish 17.1 is the one everybody wants to use, obviously. So we click on this. And here's the nice thing, the basic option every premium user of ChessBase has for free. So if you have a laptop, it's not, you want to use it for something else, it's not that fast anymore, you can always access the free engine and it's fine. It does 1.8 mega nodes. You know what a mega node is? I didn't know. A mega node is 1 million positions or like an immaculate amount of positions which are checked in 1 single second. It's insane. The numbers don't even make sense. It's crazy, but it is as it is. The most used model is large, by the way. But of course, this costs money. Ducats. This is our ChessBase currency. When you knew ChessBase, you had ducats yourself, right?
I have now. I didn't have always. So
but back then, there was a chance to. You gave trainings for ducats. You were playing and even betting for ducats. That was a thing too. But for now, you just take the money. And I think 1 ducat is like 10 cents or something. I forgot. I think it is 10 cents, yeah. So this would be 10.12 ducats per, no, 0.25 ducats per minute, apologies. And this is like very good price and power-wise. Right? You pay a good price for a good amount of power, 12.8 mega nodes. But of course, we can also take the gigantic version. This will really, really kick in, and it reaches a certain depth in a certain amount of minutes. And this reaches the depth of 40 to 50 in mere, less than a minute, in seconds, basically. And we can also check on minutes and hours. By the way, why do you think I know all of this? Well, we did a German show about exactly this, and I know everything about it now. So what we're just doing, just to make this happen and take a quick look, we start an engine in minutes. And as you can see, my money will be deducted very soon, and it will take 2 to 3 minutes until it all starts. Why is my money deducted already if I just started it? Well, of course, it is based on every 10 minutes. So to start the engine, nothing will be deducted, but you can see it immediately that your ducats will fade away in a short moment. It takes 2 to 3 minutes until a cloud engine normally starts, because the servers are set all over the world, right?
On a remote engine here, yes, but if you go to the cloud engine the other way, not by a remote engine, it starts immediately. So
that starts immediately, exactly. This is like something which is very nice if you want to have that. But of course, there's one thing which you have to keep in mind, and this is probably a thing which, when you started with the cloud engines at one point in your life, you also thought about, like, do you know the person who has this cloud engine? They offer those things, but do you know who is doing what with all those things? And this is ChessBase related here. So these are the servers we were renting for this, and there you know very well what is happening without having to think about this. There we go. And as you can see, it says remote engine right here, and we have one line available. I mean, okay, well, to be honest, this is a very, very weird thing. I just make a quick position. So this is something I know. And now I would go like, good, calculate it, and maybe with one or more lines here. And now it starts thinking, and as you can see, the depth, I have it still in German, but the depth is rising very, very quickly. And F6 is the common move to play here to give black an advantage, because white has a pawn more. Black has a pawn more at the, not a pawn more. Yes, there was a sacrifice. Black has a pawn more. I love to play this as white, so as you can see, it is quite equal. Okay.
F6 is also not an easy move. So
it's not easy, yeah, you have to know this, exactly. Yeah. And it continues like this. After F6, knight H4, right? This is my common thing. Oh, it says, but here it says, knight H4 is not the best, actually castling. That is interesting. And here we have depth 40 already. So this is the remote engine. If you want to close the remote engine, we just click on here and then we cancel it. Boom, it's done. All of this. Okay.
So, okay, I can try to explain quickly the engine. Okay, we have to open a game or something or a new position. Oh,
okay, wait, let's take this position. Yeah, it's perfect example, yes. And the shortcut was, sorry?
Control and new. Control new position. Yeah.
You're always using shortcuts, right? I mean, you're working
usually,
for this. Yeah, usually.
Yes. Yeah. So we have to add kibitzer. And then we go to here to the cloud.
Okay.
This is what we have on our computer plus
whatever we downloaded or use.
And we have here to change the window. Yeah. So
okay, wait. So that's tab. Okay.
This is tab. That's standard. And here we have all these cloud engines.
Yeah.
The advantage of it comparing to remote, you have first of all you have a very big choice here of engines here.
Yes.
You see Fat Fritz 2, you have this Lila, you have Stockfish 17, and actually here it's also a good overview how the actual situation in the chess engine world is. So what is the most popular engine? It's Stockfish 17.1. It's the latest engine at this moment. Then you can order them, as you said, by the amount of
mega nodes.
Yes.
I mean, what the hell? Dragon 3.3, this cannot be real.
This cannot be real because actually if you use cloud engines, you usually go to provider, and if you go to provider, you have some providers which you always use and which you trust.
There we go. This trust thing, this is what I mentioned.
Trust thing, exactly. And you have here also the countries. Yeah, you can also, by the nation, here you can see the countries.
France, Germany.
Germans. And okay,
And
here
so
you have
on.
many. Okay, let's not go too far. So okay, so I myself always use ChessBase, and I take FatFritz too because I have a strong Stockfish on my own
Oh, okay.
desktop. And here I use this one, so I can use both of them. Actually, this is another thing to know. You can use two different engines and to make the difference. But this is maybe a next step, maybe a deeper
Sure.
step to
I
it.
just to quickly announce that because I heard that there's a big difference between Stockfish and Leela, for example. Leela has a different way of approaching engines. That's
Yes.
what one of the developers told me. So this is why people often use two engines at the same time. And I thought that's interesting.
Yes, or sometimes if you have experience to work with them, you know that Leela is better in some positional or strategical.
Oh my God, okay.
And Stockfish very quickly sees tactics or something like that. So you can see, you can know the difference, and then you look what positions you have now and what engine you're using. So let's take a ChessBase engine.
Okay, so we're here at the engines and
You
now
see here the price,
Yes.
0.14. Okay, and then you press it twice. You have
Okay.
here confirmation. Okay, yes, not
Okay.
actually it's the same data.
yeah, so there's a lot of things, but normally if you press OK, everything is set in stone. I put us to aside so you can see it at home too. Okay,
It's the same what we have here usually. So generally
you just
it.
press OK,
Then
then
you
it
go back to
pops up there,
and we have here
and we have our
what you had there.
and then it says keep it Sir Fat Fritz.
Yes.
But that is actually this remote, this cloud engine, which
This
is
is-
now checking.
Exactly. And then you can analyze, you can copy this. Maybe if you don't want to make all these moves, you can copy immediately. You know this. You just press here and take and put copy to notation. And then you have the whole line here, yes, and with the evaluation. Fat
Okay,
Fritz evaluation you can here. Or you can also, I will close it so to make it disconnect, I will put it disconnect.
Sure.
So you can always go here and to see the position, how is the position approximately on the board in this analysis. At the opening, maybe this is not so important, but in endgames, this matters a lot because you can see immediately, okay, it's an equal endgame or is an endgame, which I know I don't have to look for all the line or something.
okay.
So you can see immediately the position after, okay.
And now, of course, a stupid question, but how long does it do you analyze one of those games?
It depends on the position. I mean, if it's an initial position, usually, look, let me give you another example. We take, for instance, Najdorf. Yeah? So Najdorf, so after just the starting moves, take. So Najdorf is one of the most popular openings and one of the sharpest. So, okay, we stay here. And after 5 moves, we already know that in Najdorf, actually on the 6th move, white can play almost anything. So if I would put here 2 more, let's say 5, even 10, then it will be not such a big difference between, for instance, number 2 and number 8. So which means it's almost any move is possible in this position, yeah, for white. So it's already, it depends on your strength, so how long you wait here. If you have depth 35, it's more than enough. But for Fat Fritz, it's even not necessary to wait for. It's not the same. Usually 32, 33 is enough. So to have an idea.
Which is coming up very slowly, but it is coming
And
up there.
look, for instance, here we can combine different things here. If I press enter, yeah, to go to, it's not my computer, so I have to look carefully. So if I press enter, I have this online database.
Yeah.
And here, I look here, first 5 moves. Look, I like here, for instance, okay, it changes, but still bishop d3, yeah, a move which shows it's maybe even at this moment is the best move. But of course, this everything changed. Then I look here, bishop d3, okay, it's not at the beginning. Very nice. Then it means that white doesn't score so well. So, which means already it's a good try. It's a good starting point. I can start with this point because I know that bishop d3 is absolutely playable move. It doesn't score so well, which means my opponent will probably not look at it very careful.
That is so interesting. Okay.
So different things. So it's a good starting point. And I'm sure that if I press bishop d3, we will see also super grandmasters playing it, although it's usually in blitz games and so on.
Jordan van Forest is always up there. He's trying everything, it seems.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Working a lot with the engine. So basically, this is what cloud engine. But actually, there is another point. I don't know if it's good.
Please, we want to have
mention
every single bit of knowledge which is possible.
I stop here the engine.
Did you? Yeah,
then
you did.
Then I stop the cloud engine. Yeah, stop.
You stopped the
I
engine.
stop the engine here. I stop the engine there.
Mhm.
And then let's say I am at home. I have more or less a good engine on my desktop.
Yeah.
And if I have a more or less good engine on my desktop, I go here to the same procedure as every year. So I go to Cloud Engine and I go for Open Private Engine.
Oh!
Which means I go and
Well,
these
this is territorial. Now we're talking. So you can.
This
Okay,
is an important thing if you, let's say, either have a very good engine on your desktop, a strong desktop, or you don't want, you are not trusting
other
so
things.
that people are looking at your analysis or so on. So this is everything. And here we see, for instance, you have Fritz 20. Let's say Fritz 20. You want to use, and you put Fritz 20. Okay, and then you go here, Fritz and private users, and this is you. Okay, you can go, for instance, add and write here Dorian Rogozenco. But you can do it for yourself, only for yourself. It doesn't matter.
I feel like a hacker right now. So
No. This is what you should. And now then you go to this to private, and then only private users can use this engine.
Oh, now I get it. Okay, right.
And you press OK, and that's it. This you are doing on your desktop, and now with your laptop, a much weaker computer, you can go from everywhere, do the same thing, go to here, and then you see here private only. And private only you have, and you can use from everywhere your own engine, which is also like a cloud engine because it's not on the same place with you.
Wow.
It's on your place at home. Actually, this is what many people used a while ago when there were not so many cloud engines, or as I said, when they don't want some other people to see their analysis.
Fascinating.
So, and this is a good thing because then you press here with your laptop you can analyze with your desktop engine.
All right.
It's a good thing. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you money at all, and it's another thing of a cloud engine. So I just wanted to point it out.
Fantastic. Yeah, there's probably many more options which we don't want to go into detail. This was a long enough episode after all. But I'm very sure that most of you got a glimpse about cloud engines, remote engines, and what to do with them now. And I hope we see each other soon for another episode when we talk about another subject. Thank you so much, Dorian.
Thank you.